Hey guys, welcome to my first video here. I'm super excited that you guys are all here and it's like a more intimate setting and I kind of know who I'm talking to and whatnot. So let me get comfy. All right. So what I plan on doing here is just really going into more in depth about certain things that you guys want to know and just being more open and honest because I can be. So one thing that I want to touch on, you guys asked about shock. So Shock was Lakeview Shock here in New York. You can Google it. Let me tell you, Shock was amazing, but Shock was scary as fuck. Like, I'm not even gonna lie and say it wasn't. I watched men get beat up. I watched women get thrown into walls. So when you come into the program, what they tell you is this is a hands-on program. And you're like, all right, hands on. We making things? Like, what are we doing? No, when they mean hands on, they mean like hands on your body. Like hands on, we will rough you the fuck up. I never had it happen to me because I was always mindful. I was always respectful. I was always polite. I'm having nose ring issue, guys, so please bear with me. My nose ring came out this morning. I can't get it back in. Jared's at work, so I put a different one in, and I'm not feeling it, and it's weird. It keeps tickling my nose. That's my saga for the day. So, all right, so Lakeview Shock is a 6-month incarceration program. You have to either you're either sentenced by the judge or when you go into docs will determine whether you are eligible to do it. So you have to have 5 years or less for your sentence. You have to be nonviolent, and you have to just fit the other criteria. I can't really remember off the top of my head exactly what all of it is, but I know you have to have 5 years or less, nonviolent, and no arson. You can't have arson either because they don't want anyone burning down buildings in the place. So you get there, right? Oh my God, my cat just totally... Well, we're going to go without the ring light because Lena literally just jumped on it and shut it off. So that's cool. Lena, only my life, right? So anyway, Shock, for me, like when I say it was life-changing, but they also treat the women a lot differently than they treat the men. Like the men, oh God, they go through it. Like they go through it. They are very physical with them. They are very rude to them. They're very mean and rough and derogatory. They literally break you the fuck down. Like they break you down. But that's the beauty of it. Like, so they break you down, but they also build you back up. Like they made me, so I had a very tumultuous relationship with my mother my entire life. I don't know, I don't really speak on it. I don't know, I've never spoken on it, but I maybe I should. So my mom is very, very narcissistic, right? So she's super narcissistic, and she always made me feel like I was a piece of shit my whole life. Everything I did was wrong. Everything was my fault. When mind you, that's just like, now that I'm older and I can recognize this, that's just how narcissistic people give it up, right? So, I'm sorry guys, this thing is driving me absolutely bonkers. So, with that being said, when I got to Shock, I really learned a lot of things and was told a lot of things that I never really knew. And I was made to deal with traumas that I suffered from my mother. My mother, she was physically abusive, but she was more mentally and emotionally. She would just dog me at all times. A lot of you guys don't know this. I have a younger sister. She has Down syndrome. She's amazing. She's such a beautiful soul, and I love her so, so dearly. My mother will not let me see her. Like, that's the last form of torture she can put me through is deny me seeing my sister, sadly. So, I kind of just... It is what it is. What I think actually, once I get off parole, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take my mom to court for visitation of my sister because it's unfair to her that she shouldn't be able to see me, So Shock made me, this was one of the breaking things in my life, like one of the game changers, so to speak. So every Wednesday and Friday. So Wednesday nights and Friday all day, we would do something called ASAT. alcohol and substance abuse treatment. So basically it was like the jail's version of rehab, right? And excuse me, we would go and we would see movies and they would give us like these activities and we'd have to write about feelings or do like pamphlets and whatever. So I got challenged to write a no send letter to my mother and read it in front of the class, in front of my whole platoon. There was like 40 of us. And I was like, holy Jesus, this is going to suck, right? So, and then I was told by my counselor, she was like, I'm going to pair you up with so-and-so. This way you have someone to bounce ideas off of. And it was like, it was someone I liked. Oh, it was this girl, Cassie. It was someone that I liked, but this is like, you know, personal shit. Not shit that I want to like tell anybody. The only person I think I ever really told any of it to was Jared. And I don't even think I told him all of it. You know, it was like personal shit. So I said, you know what? Fuck it. What do I have to lose, right? I was just to the point that I was like, I know it's going to happen. If I write it and it's not sincere and they don't believe it, I'm gonna have to like stand on the wall. And by standing on the wall, you have to stand and face the wall. Like they literally, I don't know. It's just a crazy program, right? So I was like, fuck it. Let's do it. So I started writing it and whew, let me tell you, bro, literally before I looked up, I was like 8 pages deep and I was like, holy fuck, I didn't know I had this much. I knew I did, but I don't know. It was such a liberating experience. And then I went over to the girl Cassie's cube and I was like, can you proofread some of this for me? She started crying while she wrote it. She said, I had no idea. She said, I can't believe you went through that. She was like, that's child abuse. And I never really realized it because, you know, I'm 40. Back then, CPS really wasn't a thing. And if it was, looking back now, I definitely would have been removed from my parents' home. There's no two ways about it. You know, and Bella's there. But it's crazy. Like, grandparents have so much more patience and like, I don't know, just, they're better. I don't know why. I don't know how to say it. I don't know what it is. But they are. They're like totally, you guys, I feel like you guys are far away. They are. They're like totally better. And, you know, I mean, that's accurate to my parents too. My dad, I finally get to see my dad, what he should have been like as a dad. For me, I see him with Bella and their bond, their relationship, it's priceless. Like, I love it. Like, Papa is everything in life. And I get it because Papa's still everything in my life. You know, everything that we've gone through. Oh God, do I love that man. I love my father like, whoo, I love him. Like I fucking love him. I'd kill for him, hands down. He's just such a good soul. He's just such an honest, true, good soul. Like he's one of those men who like is a true, like he just protects his family, believes in the right thing, stands strong, hard working man. Like I love him to death. And I pray that as the years continue, and so does my sobriety and my success in life, that we can continue to build and fix our relationship. My mom, me, I don't know, man. She's so narcissistic, she can't see the errors in her ways, and I'm cool with that. I mean, I'd be cordial. It'd be nice to have, you know, a holiday meal with them, for Bella's sake. But, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, so shock really changed my life, you know. After that, writing that letter, I continued it and I wrote it. I finished writing it and then I read it in front of the rest of my platoon. And the support that I got from these chicks, man, let me tell you, like still to this day, I'm in touch with some of them and they will forever be friends for the rest of my life. And I genuinely love them and I'm super proud of them. And I have to say 90% of my platoon is doing well, you know? I mean, there's a couple who relapsed and, you know, reincarcerated and whatnot. But for the most part, all my girls are doing their thing. So, yeah. I mean, there's definitely I feel like everyone who's a drug addict and an addict should go to shock. it regiments you. Like it's your typical like military thing. You wake up in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, whistle blows, reveille plays. You have to run to the corner of your cube, stand at attention, count off. Then you PT for an hour. You run for an hour after you PT. Breakfast. Everyone's uniform's the same. Head shave. That's why my hair is so short. Head shave to a quarter of an inch every 2 weeks. I'll put some pictures up so y'all can see what it looked like when I had probably 3 months, 4 months of growth on my hair. I have a picture, it just came up in my time hop the other day. Everybody thought I was a lesbian because I had super short hair. But you know what? It was super, super liberating with watching all of this happen in my life and being like, I never thought, as a woman, you feel like your beauty's in your hair, right? And honestly, it was so fantastic that I felt so good about myself. I was in such physical good shape. Mentally, I was so strong. Like I just had so much self-appreciation and self-love and clarity that even with the short hair, I was like, can't tell me I'm not cute. Like it was awesome. And my husband played a huge part in that because he just worships me. And he loves my body no matter whether I'm super skinny, chubby like I am now, I mean, like I am thick. It is what it is, but I'm healthy, I'm happy, and I'm cool with it. And honestly, I feel like Shock gave me a second chance at life, and I'm super grateful for them. I love all those DIs because that's drill instructors, not COs. They're drill instructors, but they're COs. So yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed my first video here, and we'll do some more in a couple days. Bye.